everyone, Sirturmund here again. And if you have been a fan of my channel for a while, you all know this one deck that I really love that everybody else hates, and that's Azir Irelia. What if I told you that there's a way to play Azir Irelia in Standard? And this is what we're gonna do right here. This is Azir Kennen instead, and yes, we lose all the Ribbon Dance stuff from the Irelia package, but we still get to play the whole idea of just spamming the field with these Sand Soldiers, especially now that we have Emperor's Army, and be able to potentially attacking the opponent's turn by having a Dragon Ambush, which ends up winning you a lot of games. And then you combine that with the annoyance of the Sparing Student and the Shadow Apprentice that you could also play in Azir Irelia, and you can get a pretty fun deck here that kind of fills that niche if you miss the fun, the amazing good time that it is Azir Irelia. So that's what we're gonna try to do here today. It's gonna be an Azir deck, all about these Sand Soldiers, and let's see how it goes. It's a lot of pressure early on. You either win or lose by turn 5 or 6. So yeah, hope you enjoy the games coming up soon, and if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post card game videos every single day. Enjoy the games. In this match, we're gonna cleanse Morgana, Elder Dragon, and Asol Ancient Dragons, right? We need to like really put a lot of pressure into the opponent. I like the Emperor's Army a lot. I want to see if I can find one of my 1-drops. Okay. Do I want to play Fire Rift this turn? Do I want to just push damage with Fire Rift here and just push like 3 damage? Or do we want to just go Sparing Student and just make a bigger one next turn? We'll go like this. We'll go like this for now. We'll go Emperor's Army. Activate the Emperor's Army, obviously making this guy bigger. Kind of go from there. Opponent gets the right heal, right? Opponent gets the right heal to be able to just stall us out. Also, it's a great blocker. So good for them. I might just go Emperor Dais, to be honest, and just have the Sand Soldiers be my saving grace. This is 3. I guess we'll go like this and go Dais, right? We'll go like this. This lets me at least, like, opponent has to choose. You either sacrifice. I guess they could have the 2-mana spell to kill the Sparing Student right now. They are healing 2 every turn. So they can have the 2-mana spell to kill this, the Fallen Star. Yep, there you go. So they get rid of 1. We get to predict next turn. Unfortunately, we don't have anything better to do. As I say that, we get another army, so that's actually huge. That's actually huge. Wait a second. Azir, please give me Azir. We get the Azir, but we also get a Dragon Ambush. I think it has to be Azir then. Has to be Azir. Opponent's gonna be able to play a 5-mana dragon here. So we go like this. We go here. We play Azir.
Your emperor has returned.
And then what? I guess we can level up Azir by playing the Ancient Prep. Oh, they're not even doing anything here. Are they baiting me? Feels like they're baiting me in a way. It does feel like they're baiting me. I probably have to just do it anyways. And just take it. The Azir will not die anyways.
Arise.
Maybe they just have the stun, right? Maybe they just have the stun.
I have risen and weakened Shurima.
Yeah, I guess they just have the stun then, right? Because I was trying to see if I wanted to level up Azir to make this one Sand Soldier do more. You have to have the stun, right? You're not beating us otherwise. What's in your hand that you didn't play anything? Yeah, that's the stun, right? Okay, so you only take 5 and you're gonna heal 4.
Stand down.
Stand down. So we go like this, and now we're hoping that we get retreat. Return and retreat to try to save my units. Second Azir potentially lets me just have a big open attack. I guess I kind of like the second Azir instead. I like the second Azir just so that we have a pretty big open attack if necessary. I mean, we're really gonna have the ancient prep. Yeah. So okay. So they're gonna go. They have so much healing. Jesus. Yeah. So they're gonna try to just kill this Azir. We're gonna go like this. Second Emperor Darius. I mean, sure, it's the only thing I can do, right? They're gonna kill this guy. Next turn, I guess we can just... Yeah, so the Azir's Rise didn't really end up doing much for us. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and kill them. I might choose to go for that open attack that I was just talking about. So we go like this. This is... let's go for it. Let's go for it. Force the opponent to have a second stun to be able to survive this. So force them to have a second stun, and regardless, they're gonna have to trade everything with me. I guess they can... Okay, well, if they have a second stun, they're only taking 5. Not the stun that I expected, but it's still enough to keep them alive. They keep the Ocean Drake as well. And next turn, they don't have Ancient Dragons yet, unless they have the ramp here too. Do you have the ramp? Okay, that's not a ramp. If they get a challenger here, Deathless, okay, that's not a challenger. So this is still very dicey. This is still very, very dicey here. Okay, well, I mean, that's very nice. That is very nice. Impact? Okay, so I'm gonna have to... I will have to throw this down. Just so that I have blockers here, and then we're just gonna attack with the Advice again. Yeah, we just go like this. And let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Don't even have to attack with Azir, to be honest, but I feel like it doesn't matter, right? One, two, three, four. One more. Technically, you don't have to attack with Azir. I can keep it alive. But I don't think it's gonna matter anyways, right? Yeah, because I don't want the opponent to block with their Cloud Drake, so I think I'm gonna keep the Azir back. They need to still have another stun, right? Because this is 9 damage, so Guiding Touch is not enough. It needed to be another stun, and it had to be another Cosmic, the 5-mana stun, right? So again, the Azir just ended up coming really clutch there, so GG's. In this match, we're going against Norra and Tristana. I wonder if they get enough blockers to... Okay, well, this is kind of like a pretty good hand, right? Emperor's Army and Azir. All I needed was like a 1-drop, but I guess I can just play Ancient Prep now and be okay. We also have the Darius now. We kind of have everything that we need, right? I guess 1-drops don't really matter because the opponent probably has like Pythos. The landmark removal is kind of annoying though, so I have to be a little bit careful about that. We'll go here. How greedy do I want to get? Like, how greedy is this double Darius? Honestly though, opponent's gonna try to aggro us down, so I have to be a little bit careful, right? Yeah, I do have to be a little bit careful. So I'm gonna go here. We do get this blocker for future turns. We play a seer. We play a seer, and we get the double sand soldiers as well. Yeah, we'll go like this. We'll play a seer. And next time we can go like Darius and start setting stuff up. We want to keep this guy back to be able to block the opponent. I do want to be able to, I want to play around a buster shot. This deals 3, which means that I cannot attack. I cannot attack with my Azir, right? Without eating up into a buster shot. Yeah, I need to be careful about buster shot. The opponent really has the 4 regions required for it. If the opponent's gonna have a lot of blockers, it's the only downside, right? If the opponent plays, so here I can block the Protoporo and block the Owlcat or block the Grumble Slug maybe. That's a huge draw. If the opponent plays something that's a threat, I can also just go Stagehand. Yeah, so we're gonna go here, like I said, and we actually gonna go here now because the Desert Wrath means that I don't care about the Grumble Slug. We predict. Shapestone? Shapestone. Shapestone is good. Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Shapestone here. So, if the opponent has Buster Shot, it's not killing the Azir. We're able to go second Darius here. And also go Desert Wrath. In combination with Emperor's Army. This is gonna be a crazy turn. So we can go like this. We can go here. And again, that's why I didn't mind not blocking the Grumble Slug, because the opponent's not gonna have any blockers. I like this Shapestone to potentially save myself if necessary. We go Fire Breath as well, since we have the spot and we buffed up the things. Like, the downside is how much blockers the opponent has. It's so annoying. I like the Fearsome. And again, I'm in that position where, like, if I attack with the Azir at eating up the Buster Shot, and I don't need to attack with Azir anyways, because I have like a full board of attackers. Opponent's still at 18, right? Opponent's still at 18. And there's not a lot that I'm doing here. I mean, I guess they are kind of running low on resources. And we have the Stagehand to stun Tristana whenever we want to. And every turn we're going to be attacking with 3 Sand Soldiers. Yeah, I guess it's not impossible for us to get there. Yeah, it's not impossible for us to get there. Even if they sleep in their... So, who would they sleep? I guess if you sleep the 10er, you get another 10er. I guess that makes sense. I was like, oh yeah, what are you doing with the sleep? But I guess that makes sense. But you already played your 10er? That's what I needed. That's what I needed right here. Oh boy. You
can fix anything with anything. I'll prove it.
We'll slap it right now. We'll slap it right now. Before the opponent can do anything else, just puts pressure. Also heals me up. And we can still go ahead and play this amulet next turn and do what we need to do, right? So the dragon ambush is kind of like in place of you need to do more. I will go Shapestone here if you don't do anything else. Or if you commit the Pie Toss first, then it's even better. If they commit the Pie Toss first... Okay, so now that the opponent showed me that they have a card in their hand, I don't think we commit the Shapestone until they do it first. Yeah, so that Dragon Ambush top deck was huge, because that's the thing that we need now in place of Blade Dances to kind of make this deck work. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Norra, Vex, and Elder Dragon. So, I have to try to somehow rush them down. This loses to Pie Toss. But I guess we can have the Shapestone to back it up. And don't know that I want to commit to the elusive. I don't know that I want to commit to the elusive. I want to see if I get like sparing student instead, even if it's the same situation. We do have the Emperor's army, which is good. Because he also lost to the glare, right? Like, in this matchup, anything with 1 health is a problem because of Pythos or glare. We do have... okay, well... Well. I wanna get the predict, right? I wanna get the predict, so I think we just go... We go here. I wanna get the predict so that we could potentially find our C or something similar. If the opponent gives me a Nora here, I will just trade with the Shapestone because the Nora just gives them free blockers. Next time we can go Emperor Dias and then trigger this and just play a bunch of units. Or if we get the Azir, does that change? I guess the Azir will be the same situation, it's just that I wouldn't play my 1-drops. Okay, well that's not a Nora. This is a card that cannot block my one blocks, my 1-cost, my Sand Soldiers, right? So the opponent's right away taking 4. Which they accept, which I think is fair to take that 4 because there's going to be better units for you to block later on. Doomkeeper. I'm okay with that. Yeah, sure. I mean, maybe your opponent thought that was going to be an Azir, but I do not mind that at all. Another Emperor's army? That's just as good as an Azir. Yeah, we'll go like this. Okay. Yeah, that's cool, my friend. Yeah, I don't have anything else. You just gave me 2 early birds before I have anything valuable. And now you're gonna have to block a lot. You're gonna have to block a lot, to be honest. We can go like this. I guess we can go here first. Let's go here first, see what the opponent does. Okay, well. I guess the opponent's gonna just get rid of these Dias. So we go here. We go like this. Do I want to just play this Doomkeeper now? I think it's the same thing, right? If the opponent's gonna get rid of this, it's gonna be the same no matter what. So we might as well just get the Doomkeeper value now. I'll let the opponent get rid of it. It makes sense to get rid of the Dias. Yeah, that's fine. Because now we still can play this Fire and still have another unit. Oh, Overwhelm? Overwhelm or Scout? Overwhelm or Scout? I guess if I still had the other thing, then obviously I would have gone for the Scout, but I think here we just go here.
Persistence is key.
Yeah, you have to block everything. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely not. Yeah. We'll put you down to 1. We'll put you down to 1 and make it so that you have to find a way to kill us now. I mean, they had the Pythons, right? So that ended up working out for them. We are not out of the water just yet. The Overwhelm... Okay, well, that's kind of crazy. Honestly, that's kind of crazy. I think opponent just loses here, right? Opponent literally just loses, right? Am I missing something here? Do I even want to select any of this stuff? I guess we can pick the Dragon Ambush, just in case. Just in case that the opponent decides to have another early bird here. Okay, that's not an early bird. And we'll just go Arise. Do you have 3 for Pythos? Oh, I mean, they already used 1, so they could only have 2 Pythos here. The main deck Arise is actually pretty good because we find ourselves in this situation very often where we kind of run out of resources. So having the main deck Arise kind of gives me like a bunch of units that I can actually attack with, which again is pretty dope. So GG's. In this match, we're going against Mordekaiser Viego and Elder Dragon. And I mean, the opponent plays like these super expensive units. So maybe we're able to like just get some value early on. I mean, this is not bad, honestly. This is even better now, right? So this is gonna force the opponent to have like a Quietus or something. Otherwise, they're gonna get punished by this Emperor's army. So this is what we want to see, right? We want to see all our landmarks. Yeah, I'm just gonna make you put pressure on us, right? So we'll go here, and yeah, they get the draw, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. You block here because this gives you the most damage reduction. But trading with them is not bad, right? Trading with them is not bad, especially because we still have this Emperor's army here, which will allow me to kind of go get a lot of damage next turn. A lot of damage next turn. I guess let's see what we're getting. A seer? Ooh. Has to be a seer, right? Yeah, I think we go like this. What
does he want from me?
And we can go Fire Earth next turn.
Gotta get out of here.
That's an interesting tech in this deck. I guess you want to have more blockers early on. Okay, I mean, I respect it. I want to play a Seer second. So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go Fire Earth first. We're gonna give it the Fearsome, because the Fearsome opponent has no Fearsome blockers right now. And we're gonna see what happens here. So the opponent's just gonna destroy this Dais, and I think I have to be okay with that. Yeah, we just go a Seer, because we still get the stuff out of it. If they destroy the Dais, they still have no Fearsome blocker for this, okay? So they still have no Fearsome blocker for this, which means that we can still go all in. They have to block here, block here, block here. So we still get to push 5 damage. I guess opponent gets to heal 2 if they want to. Yeah, they get to heal 2. And I'm vulnerable to I'm technically vulnerable to a haste spike, but that's why we have the retreat and return, right?
In Shurima's name.
We are kind of short on resources. Very short on resources.
If I'm forgotten, then no.
Desert Raft makes more sense, right? Haste Spike still kills the Azir, but again, we have this retreat return.
Gems are superb. Bad for the teeth.
Opponent has a Fearsome blocker already, so I don't know that it really matters if we do this or not. I guess we'll at least put on the Azir to force it to have to be a Death Grass and not just a Haste Spike. So this has to be a Death Grass and not just a Haste Spike, right? Okay. So we go like this. That almost levels up the Azir. Yep, and there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I think that almost gets us there. Opponent still has this Fearsome blocker, but I can force them. Yeah, we got a Seer here. Past and present. We go Kennen, who's now leveled up, by the way. And who do we want to give the Fearsome to, I guess? This is a quick attack unit. So I guess we'll give the Fearsome here. I mean, I can force the opponent to have to block this. I mean, okay, opponent just decided that they were going to buy it. I think they could still survive. They still had enough to survive. Yeah, you lose your whole board, but you had enough to survive, and next time you start doing your Mordekaiser, and you can start slowly whittling us down. So, GG's. In this match, we're going against Jack and Elder Dragon. Huh. Interesting. Do I want to keep the Ancient Prep? I don't mind it because I can go Ancient Prep into Dais and have the unit to open attack with. But now that we have the Emperor's Army, I think it makes the most sense for me to just go... Yeah, for me to go Kennen. So I can go Kennen here. Attack for 2. I can go Dais. I can go Emperor's Army. And then I can go Shadow Apprentice and just get a ton of value. Yeah, let's go like this. I guess if I get a seer, it would have been better. Yeah, it would have been better for me to probably do this first. Because then if I did it that way, I would have been completely okay. That's unfortunate. So the opponent also gets the elusive blocker, huh? Yeah, also gets the elusive blocker. Wow. So they just got full value out of that. I'll go like this anyways. And they get to destroy this, so I'm just gonna attack with it right now. At least get my value from the Dais first before anything else dies. It sucks, right? But I think we just want to push the damage. So if I'm the opponent and I'm destroying this. Yeah. We'll go like this, get the predict. Dragon Ambush actually I think looks better. Because we're gonna have a seer on the field and we can wait to trigger this. Or after we have a seer on the field, right? Okay, well I'm not gonna play a seer now, right? I guess I can honestly go Sparing Student and be okay. Yeah, I can go Sparing Student and still be okay. I also don't mind doing this. I don't mind blocking here and just get rid of one of their attackers. I don't mind. Yeah, obviously I don't mind doing this. And now you ended up using your stuff, so I can just go ahead and play a seer anyways. Dais? I think I like the Dais because again, we're gonna synergize it with the Dragon Ambush.
But Shurima lives forever.
And I'm not gonna play this Emperor's... I'm not gonna use this Emperor's Army just yet. Like, I don't think it makes sense. I will go Emperor Dais here first. I'm gonna keep this elusive for later. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep this elusive for now. Just level up Azir.
Tell the people what you have
And I'm okay with the opponent blocking the elusive. I still want to save this Emperor's Army for us to go Dragon Ambush. Oh, that's a good Babs. That's a good Babs. Do I actually do it now then? Do I do it now to force him not to have the good block with the Babs? Is it worth it? I guess let's just do it, yeah. Let's just do it. And just force him not to have the block with the Babs. That way we are at least forcing them to have to go do more stuff. Make it rain? Is the only thing I can think of here. That doesn't work. Opponent. Okay, so that I guess it does work. Yeah, because it's a strike. It's an ephemeral, right? So it does get rid of it. Yeah, it does get rid of it because it's a strike. So then we're gonna go Dragon Ambush. So I guess I was okay not doing anything. Yep. Do you have the Challenger? They get the Challenger. If we go like this, yeah, opponent's gonna be in trouble because this is 9 damage. Yeah, so that's 9 damage, and again, that's what the Dragon Ambush is here for, to do exactly this. It kind of replaces what a Blade Dance does, in a way. So that's why once I have the Dragon Ambush, it makes sense to also pick the second Dais, so that we could have an additional Sand Soldier here attacking into the opponent. So GG's. In this match, we're gonna get Neeko and Elder Dragon. Now, Neeko does have a lot of... Ooh, I don't know why all of a sudden it just got really tired. Neeko does have a lot of... I guess a lot of blockers, right? I like the sparing students and try to debate if I want to just have like a big attack on turn 1. Do I want to just have like a big attack turn 1? Just go sparing student, Doomkeeper. And now we can also go Desert Wrath on the next turn as well. Yeah, why not? Let's go like this. Let's go like this. Just aggro them down, right? At the end of the day, that's what we want to do. So we want to go here. Then we go Doomkeeper. Yeah, with the double sparing student, and considering the hand that we have, this is actually kind of crazy. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. This is a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Like, I don't even agree with blocking with this, honestly. Because I feel like you don't care about that 1 power unit, right? You will have blocked 3 damage here, and your junk construct will have died, allowing you to start getting your value. So now we can go Emperor Darius, right? Don't care. Don't actually care. And then next time we can go 1 and 3, right? And now with the Desert Wrath, we should be in a very decent spot. Yeah, this is 3. Yeah, so we'll start here. We'll start Fire. I do like the Pot of Pain. Just push more damage. Just push as much damage as possible, right? So, yeah, Q. That's a good. Yeah, of course, a good Deathless. That's fine. We'll go like this. We'll go like this, and we just spread out our damage. Yeah, the Deathless does suck, right? Because it means that the opponent gets to keep that alive, but they're gonna have to still sacrifice it into one of the sparing students. Yep. I think this might just honestly be lethal, right? If I just go like this, that's 11 exactly. And it's turn 4, guys, and it's turn 4, we just had lethal. What just happened? What just happened? What? Yeah, again, I told you that damage that the opponent didn't block last time mattered a lot. They could have potentially getting another blocker from their Fae right there, but GG's. Hey, welcome back everyone. Hope you enjoyed these games of fake Azir Irelia. It's funny because I mean Kennen doesn't really do a lot. He does level up really quickly because of obviously all the Sand Soldiers, so it does kind of give you access to this little bit like a stun package later on into the game, but he's not the reason that you're winning this game, right? You're winning this game because of this little card here called Emperor's Army, letting you push so much damage, because of this little card here named Azir, and as you saw there, a Rise and Dragon Ambush both put in a lot of work in a lot of the games that we saw in today's video. Now, this deck, as you can see, is very low to the ground aggression. Again, very similar to Azir Irelia, like just trying to go wide and just spam the opponent and making them unable to defend because you're able to go so wide every turn with all the Sand Soldiers, right? So, when it comes to my mulligan, we have a lot of one-drops, right? If the opponent is playing like Vandal Seed and I know they have like Pythos, I actually don't like keeping my Shadow Apprentice or my Spanish student, or if they have a way to deal with the elusive, right? We are able to keep it otherwise if we think that they don't have an answer to it. But if they have an answer, don't go for your one drops. Instead, just focus on your Sand Soldier generation side of the deck and try to look for your Darius, your Emperor's Army, and your Azir. I will say that mostly 90% of the time, that's all you want to look for in your mulligan: Azir, Darius, and Emperor's Army. So you're okay kind of like mulliganing everything. I guess Desert Wrath. Desert Wrath is also really good to keep, right? You're okay mulliganing almost everything else. Because if you have the Sand Soldier side of the deck, that's what allows you to put that pressure and get that tempo against the opponent. And that's the cards that I want to see. So Azir, Darius, Emperor's Army, Desert Wrath, the 4 cards that you really want to see in the early on in the game so you can start setting up. We have so many one drops that it's likely that when we mulligan, we're probably gonna get at least one drop anyways to be able to synergize with something like a Darius or the Emperor's Army. So there's no reason to go like super crazy on keeping one drops unless you like feel like you really need it to be able to kind of, I don't know, block an aggro deck or something like that, right? So that's the idea with the mulligan. After that, the strategy as you saw into these games is going all in, balls to the wall aggression. So ideally, even if you have no play on turn 1, right? Let's say like for whatever reason you bricked and you didn't get Apprentice or Student. On turn 2, ideally, you want to play Emperor's Army. and then just play those 2 sand soldiers and attack, right? Boom. That way on the next turn, you can get the predict, which a lot of times, as you saw, can potentially hit you the Azir or a card that you need to set up for the next turn. And then on turn 3, you can go ahead and also play your Dais, or you can play a Seer, or you can set up something else so that when you have your Emperor's Army third act, you can use it and maybe play something like a Desert Wrath or play something like Doomkeeper. Just try to go super wide and get value from the power of this. If you have nothing that can go super wide, you're also fine just saving that third act until you have something like a Dragon Ambush or an Arise to really get full value over. You don't need to rush this and do this right away as soon as you reach the third act. You can also wait until you have a better game state to actually take value from the power buff that you get from that card. So that's what you're gonna do, right? Just really rely on these landmarks and this Azir and these soldier generators, and slowly just attacking to the opponent, attacking to the opponent, attacking to the opponent. Eventually, you have so many attackers and so much damage that they just die, as you saw multiple times in today's games. So yeah, that's really the strategy. That's all I can really say that you can do with this deck. It can fizzle out very quickly. So that is what we main deck Arise. Because sometimes I find myself with like no cards in my hand. But if I have at least a Dais in the field or the Emperor's Army's third act, I can always save enough mana to go for Arise and have at least 4 Sand Soldiers to push the last bit of damage that I need. And that's like really important, and why we play 2 of the Arise here. So yeah, I mean, that's really it for the game. Again, very similar to Azir Irelia. So hope you all enjoyed today's games. If you did, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We post card game videos every single day. You can also find us on Twitch at Sirturmund every now and then, and you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.